It is National Animal Poison Prevention Week, and we want to help you make sure that your pets stay safe and healthy at home. I have so many animals, I can't even think about it. But joining us today, Dr. Billy Griswold of Priority Pet Hospital. So good to see you.
Hi, thanks for having me.
First of all, how many pets do you have?
We have 5 mammals. We have 3 cats and 2 dogs at our house.
They are family.
They are, absolutely.
And there are so many hidden dangers that happen around the house, what we feed our pets, what they, what happens to them in the backyard. So let's start with some of the most common poisons around the house that can affect our pets.
Sure. We're really fortunate to have a poison control center dedicated to animals that's run by the ASPCA, and every year they produce a top 10 list of the most common toxins.
Okay.
And far and away the most common poisons are medications, both human medications, either prescription or non-prescription, and veterinary medications. And they roll into that supplements and vitamins and basically anything that you would find in the
Probably
pharmacy.
a silly question, but how do they get into the medications?
Well, there's a couple of ways. The most common, sadly, is that well-meaning pet owners will often give their pets, particularly pain relievers and fever reducers. So things like Advil and Motrin, which are their ibuprofen, Tylenol, and similar substances.
Okay.
And as far as veterinary medicines go, if you look at our Rimadyl, a lot of our medications are made to make it easy to give to your pets. And so these are beef-flavored treats. And so if a dog gets a hold of a bottle of 180 of these, they can disappear in a heartbeat.
Yeah, no kidding. That's amazing. Now, chocolate, I think a lot of us know, and this is a great time of year to remind people about chocolate.
It is.
It's so dangerous for pets. All pets?
All pets. Cats are less likely to eat it, so dogs are what we see getting exposed to it more often. And the higher the percentage of cacao, so the dark chocolates, the bittersweet chocolates, the more dangerous they potentially are.
And what happens to them?
Well, in a perfect situation, it just causes a little bit of nervousness, hyperactivity, and maybe some stomach upset.
Do you think? Yeah.
But it's full of caffeine and another group of stimulants called theobromines, and so it can actually cause tremors and seizures, high blood pressure, very elevated heart rates.
It's amazing. It just does the opposite effect on all of us, I'll tell you that much. What are some other dangers and poisons around the house that we may not think about?
Well, there are a few that are finally starting to get some of the attention that they really deserve. And you already mentioned chocolate for Easter. Easter is a really tough time for pets because there's a lot of dangers in the house, and one of them is lilies.
Oh my gosh, I had no idea.
So all of the true lilies are extremely dangerous to cats. Any part of the plant is toxic, and even a small amount of pollen that gets on their ear as they pass by or their foot, if it's groomed off, it can cause serious illness, including irreversible kidney disease.
And those lilies are exactly the things that cats go for. They just love to chew on stuff like that, don't they?
They do.
What about some other plants?
Some of the others, most of the plants that we encounter are primarily a problem with just stomach upset, but we do have some foods that we don't think about as well, like grapes and raisins. We don't know for sure why grapes and raisins are poisonous to dogs, and even if it's all grapes and raisins or just some dogs that are sensitive to them, but they can cause kidney failure in dogs. And
just a few, too.
Yes,
right.
And that's the hard part, is we have to treat them all like they've been exposed.
I was shocked when I first found out about grapes, because you're thinking, they love carrots and you're giving them a healthy snack, but grapes and raisins are terrible. What else?
Xylitol is an ingredient that we're seeing more and more. It's an artificial sweetener, but it's in all kinds of things. It's in peanut butters, it's in deodorants, it's in baby wipes. And xylitol is one of the most commonly used ingredients in sugar-free gums in particular. And so dogs will find a pack of gum in somebody's purse on the floor. They'll eat the chewing gum, and it causes very low blood sugar. Ironically enough, since it's a sweetener, it can cause seizures and liver failure in dogs.
Goodness. How do we poison-proof our home for our pets?
Well, just like we would with kids, the first thing is be aware. Know what's out there, know what's in your house, and know what's potentially dangerous. Obviously, store things well out of reach. And for dogs and cats, we have to keep in mind that a pill vial full of pills sounds like a toy. And so if they get up on the counter and the dog is counter surfing or the cat's playing, it's easy for it to get knocked on the floor and chewed on.
Great information, Doctor.
Don't assume that the top of the fridge is high enough for your flowers.
Exactly, absolutely. Thank you so much. And for more information, everyone, you can check out PriorityPetHospital.com/Arizona Midday or call the number on your screen.